Okay guys, so I wanted to show you these angel wall plaques that I purchased at a thrift store. And they just remind me a lot of my nativity scene and some of the things I have in that area. So what I'm going to do is paint them to look like the rest of my scene. So I'm going to use some of this taupe metallic spray paint over the top of that, and then I'll go in and do some custom finishing. So I'm going to go outside and spray, and then I'll show you what I come up with. Okay guys, so I got my angels spray painted, and I used the metallic taupe that I showed you. It might be hard to see on camera, but it toned down that bright yellow gold color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a product called Rub and Buff, and this is in silver. And this is a paste used for silver leafing. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger. And I am wearing gloves. I don't like getting this stuff on my hands. Some people will do it without, but my preference is to wear gloves. And I'm just going to kind of start getting just a little bit. I don't want this whole big glob in one spot. So I'm just going to kind of try to disperse it onto the project. And then once I get the bulk of it off, I will go back over. And now I'm just going to start rubbing it in. I still want the, what's left of the bright gold showing through. I want that taupe color I put on showing through. And so I'm mainly just kind of hitting the high spots. These are very textured. I'm going to buff some of this in up on the top of the wing here where it's just a little bit heavier than I want it to be. But now you can see that it's starting to have silver on it as well. I want to hit the outside of this. Am I in the shot? So this is an oil-based product, so it has kind of a strong scent to it. It'll clean off of your hands with water, soap and water. You don't really have to use a solvent or anything unless you get super carried away. Sorry about. I apologize for the barking dog if I don't get that completely edited out. There's these pretty flowers kind of up in the top of this. I'm just going to lightly go over those with what is left on my glove. And I'm going to hang these next to the glittered Merry Christmas sign I made for my entryway. Just going to hit it with just a little bit more of this in some of the areas I see that need it. So I'm just going to buff that in. I need a little dab more on this other wing that you can just see the tip of. Get her sleeves and her hair. More of her gown. Sorry for the sniffles, guys. I'm still fighting this sinus thing. Okay, so that is how she is looking. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one off camera, and then I am going to show you this piece, these two pieces, as well as the two chalkboards I did in place. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so this is how my little thrift store angel plaques turned out. They were that shiny, bright yellow gold. And I've toned them down with that taupe metallic spray paint and put the silver rub and buff on them. And I think they turned out great. I love how they flank my Chalk Couture piece of art that I created in my last video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick DIY tutorial. I hope you'll come back and see me again soon, and I will be back with another video in the next day or two. Thanks so much for watching.